All right, both you men receive my instructions. Want a good, clean fight? Obey my commands. Remember to protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now, men. You're about to hit the bell. God bless both of you.
This is the third time in his last 6 fights that Andre Ward has fought right here in this building.
You mean Chad Dawson?
Excuse me, Chad Dawson. Chad Dawson, I'm sitting next to Andre Ward, has fought right here in this building. First time he lost his light heavyweight championship to Jean Pascal, beat Diakonou. His next time here, and Stevenson would like nothing better than to win that light heavyweight championship here in this building here tonight.
Dawson acknowledged that Montreal is becoming something of a home base for him now. He says he has friends here. People pick him up at the airport. My take, Andre, that we should be able to find out relatively early whether Stevenson is going to be able to get into position to land his power body shots.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Dawson, at the same time, needs to get some respect. He's fighting a young, hungry fighter who doesn't, even though he's had a bump in the road with his loss to Boone, doesn't feel like Chad can do anything, and Chad has to change his mind right now.
So far, Stevenson's been mostly upstairs when his Sunday punch is really that right hook to the body.
Well, that could be a case of nerves.
It's not just nerves, but it's also the caliber of fighter that Dawson is. Dawson has better legs than anybody that Adonis Stevenson has ever fought, so he's not going to be able to land that body shot at will. It's going to take some more work.
Down goes Dawson on a spectacular left cross, and Chad Dawson is very badly hurt by what was a sensational shot. He has wobbly legs as he backs up to the rope, and the referee's going to stop it. Michael Griffin stops it in the first round. Chad Dawson is violently upset by the stoppage. Adonis Stevenson is the light heavyweight champion of the world.
That is not only a championship-winning one-punch knockout, that's a star-making performance, Jim Lampley.
That was stunning. That was spectacular. The moment he landed that shot, he knew that Dawson might not make it up.
That was it. You see the look in Dawson's eyes. He was out. He wasn't out completely, but he was out. He was separated from the senses, and he wasn't going to recover from that shot.
Waited to try to figure whether Dawson was ready to go. At the end of the day, I think he made the right call.
The legs, that's when you can tell what a fighter has. They may tell you they're okay, but the legs said he wasn't okay.
Jim, you made the comment earlier today. Dawson is an old 30. Stevenson is a young 35. And this has been a division without an up-and-coming power-punching star for a while now.
Well, Chad Dawson knew that Adonis Stevenson had a reputation as a tremendous power puncher. Dawson treated that with contempt. I mean, he basically said, against whom? He hasn't faced anybody even close to me. He found out that power is power, regardless of who you're using it against. It was a tremendous one-punch, left-hand knockout shot by the southpaw Stevenson, and that's something that will be replayed on YouTube 1,000,000 times this week. Now let's take another look at the knockout punch. Dawson leaning in to throw a right, gets hit with the left, and he was gone. Some guys have it. They call it heavy hands. This guy has heavy hands. Andre, here's another look. Dawson's about to throw a right hand. It never gets there.
Stevenson's got there first. Lights out. Fight over.
What accounts for heavy hands?
Oh, I mean, you don't have to land clean. That wasn't necessarily a clean shot. It was a shot on the side of the jaw, but it had enough force behind it early in the fight where maybe Dawson was a little cold, and it did what it did.
Obviously, Stevenson's strong. You need only to see his body one time to see that. He has balance and timing as well. Another look at the celebration for Adonis Stevenson, who basically threw one hard punch and delivered what Montreal fans wanted to see in less than a minute and a half. And Steve Weisfeld, Andre Ward and I both offered our opinion about the referee stoppage. Do you agree with the referee stopping the fight?
I do. At the fighter instructions, the referee said to both fighters, if you get knocked down, I want you to pick up your hands. And I did not see Dawson pick up his hands.
Might have been a little bit hard on Chad Dawson, who is not a hands-up fighter to begin with. It's not a natural motion for him necessarily, but personally, I thought his legs were too far gone to allow him to go back in and maybe take another shot like that from Adonis Stevenson. The stoppage is to protect the compromised fighter.
Yeah, it would have ended if the referee let it continue in a devastating knockout, or maybe Chad didn't get up and maybe would still be out. Great stoppage by the referee.
All right, let's go to Michael Buffer now for the official particulars on the knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in Montreal, we have just seen the birth of a boxing superstar. The end comes at 1 minute, 16 seconds of the very first round. The winner by knockout victory with dedication to Emmanuel Stewart and the new WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, Adonis Superman